Hey everyone, I'm that one guy for never, and in today's video, I'm going to be discussing Grounded, why it's so awesome, why you need to start playing it, and giving you loads of tips and tricks to getting you ahead of the curve when the game comes out for full release on September 27th. Grounded is an amazing game I think you're really going to love. It's a survival RPG, putting you in the shoes of one of four playable teenagers. You've been shrunk to tiny sizes and forced to survive the horrors of the backyard in hopes of discovering answers to the big questions. How did we get shrunk? Why are we here? How do we get to our original size? And what kind of redneck trashes their yard like this? For players looking to team up with friends, you're in luck as this game supports up to 4 online players. Now, with a game this big, it begs the question, are there online servers that you can rent? And sadly, the answer is no. However, Obsidian has created an ingenious workaround for this problem. It's called shared worlds. When the host creates a map, they can select that save and set it to shared world. At this time, you can have up to 3 shared worlds. Once shared, give it a few seconds to load. You can click on that save again, this time selecting which players you would like to share the map with. Now that you have the map shared, anyone on that list can host the world. You see, the save file is saved in the cloud. So let's just say there's a day you're not able to get on, but your friends want to play. One of them can go to the load menu where they'll see the cloud save and can choose to open it up as a multiplayer game. Once they're done with their play session, all they need to do is manually save over that cloud save, so whoever decides to host next time, all the progress that was made has been saved. In Grounded, we commonly refer to the map as the backyard. The backyard is broken up into many diverse biomes ranging in difficulty. I'm not going to go into depth on every biome, but if you'd like to learn more about this, check back soon where I'll do a video on just that. Instead, I've created my own progression map to give you some guidance. Now, do keep in mind this game is all about open exploration, having fun, discovering things on your own. So this progression map is by no means mandatory, it's just my own opinion. It's just there to give you some guidance if you want it. Grounded follows a familiar yet unique approach to survival mechanics. You have your basics: hunger, thirst, crafting, and base building. Hunger can be sated by eating forageables like mushrooms or acorn bits, hunting bugs for meat, or crafting more complex recipes with buffs. Crafting is intuitive, with simple recipes being made from your inventory and more complex recipes requiring crafting stations. Currently, the game has several crafting stations: the workbench, roasting spit, oven, smoothie station, spinning wheel, grinder, cookery, glue masher, jerky rack, and the smithing station, each with their own specific use. Base building follows a familiar system of low tier and high tier building materials. Primarily, you have grass, weed stems, and mushroom bricks, each stronger than the last, which is important for base defense, but more on that later. A couple other things you should know: scattered around the map are field stations. You can take newly discovered materials to field stations to analyze them for new recipes. This is one of the primary methods of progressing. Mutations are an RPG element to this game that allow you to augment your character based on your current needs, like increased stamina, faster run speed, increased damage versus an enemy type, etc. Most mutations have specific triggers for unlocking them, but some can be purchased in-game as you progress through the story. Peeper is a tool you're going to want to get familiar with. It sounds so dirty to say. Yes, Peeper. While exploring, you can enter Peeper mode with Y on the Xbox, triangle on PlayStation, or X on PC. Once in this mode, you can place way markers and analyze bugs. Once analyzed, a creature card is created in your menu under Data, which informs you of that bug's habits, weaknesses, and resistances. This is invaluable information. You should be referencing this frequently until you memorize it. Now that we know about enemy weaknesses, let's talk about the weapons in the game. This is easily broken down into 6 damage types: busting, chopping, explosive, generic, slashing, and stabbing. Another important distinction to make is one-handed and two-handed weapons. Two-handed weapons are generally more powerful, however, they require more stamina per swing and are not as good at defending against attacks. One-handed weapons, on the other hand, require less stamina per swing and generally have longer combos. They can also be paired with a shield, making many fights a lot easier. All that said, any weapon is viable, as perfect blocking is a mechanic in combat that reduces stamina consumption to 0 per perfect block. Eventually, once you've built the smithing station, you'll be able to further augment your weapons with optional damage modifiers. There's fresh, salty, and spicy. You can reference your creature cards to figure out the best combinations for your needs. Armor is broken down into 3 simple categories: light, medium, and heavy. The heavier the armor, the more damage reduction, yet the more stamina you consume per attack. Similar to weapons, armor can be upgraded at the smithing station, eventually leading down to 2 paths: bulky or sleek. Bulky offers additional damage protection, while sleek offers a unique armor perk based on the armor set. Now, I mentioned base defense earlier when we were talking about building. Through your actions, you can make enemies angry with you, like killing them, traveling through their territory, and building your base in their biome. This isn't as big a deal as it might sound, guys. This has already been beta tested and tweaked based on player feedback. You see, you can only be raided once every 6 to 9 days or longer. Bugs also don't do as much damage as you might think to your base. The main tips I have for you guys is build off the ground somewhere elevated.
No!
Don't build your base completely out of grass.
No!
Don't build floating bases, making sure everything has pillar or foundation support.
No! God!
And put your crafting tables, beds, storage in the most secure place in your base. You see, bugs prioritize going after your crafting stations. So as long as you're not keeping them out in the open and are placing them in a secure part in your base, you're gonna be all right.
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
Now, if you've listened to everything I've had to say about base defense and are still worried, the good news is you can turn off raids in the game setting menu. Now, something I'm going to leave you with, guys, is some early tips that is going to make your life a little bit easier. Tip number 1, analyze everything. Pick up every new item you can find and scan them at field stations. This is indicated by the exclamation point in the top right corner of the item. This is how you unlock new recipes. Tip 2, lean-to. Be sure to throw down a lean-to during your travels. A lean-to serves as a respawn point for when you die. You can have as many lean-tos or beds as you like throughout the map. The last one you sleep at serves as your respawn point. Tip 3, acorn armor. Make a set of acorn armor as soon as possible. Acorn armor is one of the best early armors that you can get very easily by traveling to the oak tree and busting up some acorns. Tip 4, bow and arrow. The sprig bow and arrows are a powerful early weapon you should rush right away. Gnat fuzz can be a little tricky. The place they can commonly be found is near the sprinklers in the eastern swampland. You can also find them rotating between the different garden lamps at nighttime. And mite fuzz can be found by killing mites at the fallen branch south of where you started the game. Tip 5, red ant club. Craft a red ant club as soon as you can. This powerful weapon will carry you through much of the early game. You can easily make it by farming the red ants in the old ant hill. Tip 6, dew collectors. Once you have a base of operation, make some dew collectors right away to make hydration a lot easier. Every night, these dew collectors collect multiple droplets of dew that you can drink or store in your canteen. Tip 7. Burgle. Burgle is an essential part of the story. He can be unlocked by completing the mysterious object quest and then traveling to the damaged lab on the east side of the oak tree. Tip 8. Daily quests. Once you have Burgle unlocked, be sure to do his quests regularly. He has invaluable recipes, upgrades, and mutations that make your game a lot easier. Tip 9. Tier system. Armor, tools, and weapons have 3 tiers. Unlocking and using higher tier upgrades is paramount to progressing and making the game easier. Tip 10. Labs. Labs are hidden throughout the backyard. Labs serve as dangerous dungeons that are essential for progressing the story and unlocking powerful upgrades. At this time, there are 5 labs. 1 in the oak tree, 1 in the hedge, 1 in the pond, 1 in the black anthill, and 1 in the haze. Tip 11. Milk molars. Prioritize hunting down milk molars. Milk molars come in 2 forms, regular white milk molars and gold mega milk molars. These are hidden everywhere throughout the backyard and permanently upgrade your character. Now that's all I got for you guys today. I hope I got you excited for Grounded. It is an awesome game. I really think you're gonna love and have a ton of fun playing it. Keep an eye on my channel for some more Grounded information coming soon. And as always, I appreciate you showing me some love. Like and subscribe. See you all next time.